How wow, yo, yippee, yay, guys. Pile number 48, and I'm super excited to be with you guys today. As always, we're going to dive into love the community, then talk about a lot of new things on the market, new launch of ways of earning through SwissBorg, talking about the whole full audit of how SwissBorg is not only transparent, but setting the standards to really create not only a fair, not only a fun, but a really community-centric ecosystem that is built on transparency. And last but not least, we'll talk a little bit about to be smart and not get scammed. As you guys know, my name is Cyrus Fazel. I'm the proud founder and CEO of SwissBorg, always here to serve you. Question of the week. That was some time ago. I noticed that IPO Launchpad is now in community requests on the roadmap. Does it mean it's not sure to have this feature in the future? Well, as you guys know, we are going to be launching the Launchpad very soon. I mean, quite soon enough. And you'll be able to try it out. It's going to be something very, very profoundly different. It's going to be something really, really good. I don't want to spoil too much, but it's definitely in the pipeline, is being built as we talk, and it's going to be released quite soon. So no, the IFO is always something that we really want to bring. And one of the great reasons is that launching products on the primary is something that's really good. It's really when then you're able to essentially start to tap into the first time the investments within this different new token or new company whatsoever. And I think so this is a great way to be part of the genesis. And a lot of you guys have participated in the ICO, and I know it's really cool. We've done that for ourselves. We're going to do that for the others. And I think so this is going to be a great way to grow SwissBorg, have cross communities that come through to SwissBorg as well. And obviously, I get a lot of new powers to the CHSB token. In SwissBorg, we trust, and I think so this is something that's very important. I think so that with what has happened in the recent days and weeks and months, we saw that, a lot of things fell from the fact that, very often people want too high yields. People want to party all the time. People want to enjoy summer even when it's winter. People will do anything that's possible to get to a stage to have double-digit, triple-digit type of yields. And we know that this does not work. This is not how you build wealth. This is how you build Ponzi schemes and eventually blow up. And I think so at SwissBorg, we've really tried to show what's the difference and how we could bring this new set of value in the world. And what I like very much here in this report, that you could check this out. Obviously, the link will be in this video. You saw that last Friday, is how we are setting the standards. Proof of reserve is one thing. Proof of solvency, something very, very, very different. Here we show essentially with who we work with, and you see like all the wallet systems, the exchanges, you see all the FX, all the payments as well, the banks and whatsoever. It really shows you like who are our partners and who are our trusted essentially counterparties. We go even a step further than that. We talk about essentially all the different organizations that SwissBorg has in the entire world, and really shows where we are essentially positioning ourselves. It shows as well the registry, the shareholder registry, that really shows that who's behind the essentially SwissBorg employees that you guys all know. And then we of course talk about proof of reserves, which here really shows very well what's happening into the entire wallets on chain with an Ansett report, but as well what's on the exchanges, what's on the banks, and how do you sum up with all the liabilities that you have on one side and all the assets. And you see that there's definitely a strong positive here on our side. And this really brings, again, a lot of transparency to this. We talked last week about as well the entire team being locating in different places. We talked about last week about essentially the fact that we have all these licenses, that there's audits that's doing by external parties. And I think so going forward on a technical level, what we want to bring is really the cryptographic proof of use and the Merkle trees that go with it. So it's something very much what Vitalik has put in front and really wants to show We're going to do this. Like anyone will be able to consult it on a daily basis where we're positioning ourselves. We're trying to be working with Fireblocks and different other things to have more on-chain data. But again, that's like really cool for what's happening on-chain. It does not suffice because there's obviously all the banks, there's the exchanges, and overall, you still have to understand the liabilities that's behind. And more importantly, what I always say is like, trust your instincts with this. Like, of course, it's sometimes very hard, right? But if you, I mean, in the case of Sam, it was quite hard to see that he was actually playing this little bit con artist, but you could still feel the back. What is the ethos behind the person, right? Some people could eventually scam and all of that, but very often, if you have a good feeling, that's maybe not enough, but that's already a very, very good start to understand. And this often goes to the mission that's behind essentially the company, behind the people, behind the team. And if it's only a one-man shop, well, then it's not good enough. You start seeing a lot of different people, like at SwissBorg, that there's no king and there's no queen, but there's essentially a big amount of ambassadors and big amount of employees and partners here that are here to back this. It's very, very, very different. And especially when it's based in Europe, here in Switzerland as well. It does a lot as well to the mindset and how we do things. And that this is the winning strategy, bringing transparency, bringing trust, and how to build a safer ecosystem together. Making sure and trusting your instincts is definitely something that's very important. And here it goes as well about the scams. Like how many people have received fake message from myself on Instagram, maybe on Telegram, and we know that these people, well, they're always asking for the same thing, like, hey, how's it doing? Send me some Bitcoins or whatever. I think so. This is something that you have to take very, very carefully, is never to click on any links that these people send you messages via email. Often you'll see, like, for example, in this example, that there's a Cyrus here, but that's not Cyrus, right? Obviously, that's someone else. And I think so, you could look on the email, you could look on the name. It's not like Cyrus.Fazel. It's maybe Cyrus with 2 U's, 2 S's, 3 A's, whatever. You always see that even the Instagram or the email never really matches my name, essentially. And that goes to a lot of different other people. And this is something to really be careful about. Report these things, block them, and make sure, and this could go even much further than that. I mean, one day we had a crazy thing where people have been contacting our network for a long time, pretending they were Binance people, and then eventually we did a video of these people, and Alex realized that it was a deep fake. The person behind was not matching the tone that Alex knew his voice of the guy actually from Binance, and we realized this was a fake one. So it could go really fake. Obviously, we never got scammed, but we know so many people got scammed. Whenever people, these fake lotteries, all these, anything that's too beautiful to believe is always fake. It's as easy as that. And you have little doubt on anything, probably means it's a scam. And if not, ask someone else and say like, okay, do you know if this is possible or not? And people will be like, well, I don't know. Or just contact us directly. But never send your details, never send your email, your number, your passwords or private keys. It goes without saying, but please be careful of that, and especially those who are early into the space. Announcement of the week, which is very, very exciting. Thematic is now available for the 700,000 users that we have on SwissBorg. I think this is a great time to get into crypto for those who didn't. And it's a great time to have exposure to the best layer 1s and 2 and get finally access to one beautiful thematic that could rebalance by itself, play it right in the best way possible by making sure that you're actually owning these cryptos, and you're just renting this beautiful IP that could essentially give you a great exposure to the next massive trains of blockchain technology that could build beautiful apps on it. Talking about blockchain, another great product we just have launched is about earning with Atom. It's going to be a core strategy for staking. You're going to get 15%. For those that don't know what Atom is, it's an interoperable blockchain So it wants to fit on top of the blockchains and be able to pass different bridges across essentially blockchains, but as well the data itself. So strongly believe that this could be a very good contender if you believe in a multi-blockchain world. Atom has been a project that's been working really hard for at least 5-6 years right now and has a lot to do for our bright future. Talking about bright future, quick update about the tournaments. And I'm really want to be thanking all of you guys. 751 participants. I think so over 32 million impressions so far across Twitter and other different social media. There's already been 12,000 plus quests reviewed, 88% successful. So that means, guys, not only you're working hard, you're having fun, but at the same time, you're very successful at it. 20,000 CHSB are ready to win, which is really good, and doing a lot of cool things with SwissBorg, Crypto Chefs, Terra Noir, trying to do cross community quests, which could really be big. And I think so it's a great way to build this meritocracy that we always dreamed about and how we're building it today. Shout out to the community member of the week, Crypto Jazz. He's been one of the coolest guy. I think so already was nominated at this show already, but you know what? Let's do it again. And this time, congratulations for winning the best app century time of the year. Really good about having you, Crypto Jazz, and having so much fun things about what you've been building with SwissBorg and be building on Twitter and all the artistic behind it. Mille merci à toi, c'est vraiment cool de t'avoir et félicitations pour avoir gagné. And congratulations to the 80, 90 plus people that have done this thing. Now I'll show you what it is behind. Essentially, it's a frame of myself. I didn't order this. EY gave it to me. Thank you for EY, but it's a bit awkward, to be honest. It's happy to have it, but I don't know what to do with it now. So, you know, it's too big for any place to put it. So it is what it is. But thank you guys, at least, for participating in this game. It was really cool. Talking about cool people, we're having more events, as you guys know. The SME to Smart SwissBorg talk with Danny happening on 29th of November, which is really cool. In live, we'll have things going on at the Blockchain Congress. We'll have a meetup as well on the 25th in Geneva, which is really cool. A meetup as well, November 30th. And then the London FinTech, that I think some of us will be there. So looking forward, and I know that starting December, there's going to have a lot of events, a lot of cool things, at a 5-year anniversary of the ICO. So keep tuned in. Chart of the weeks in data, it really shows one thing is that out of the last weeks, we have grown a little bit in AUM and we have lost a bit of AUM as well. In total, most of the market is mark to market. We have some withdrawals that happen from a little bit of big whales. Nonetheless, on the smaller, more modest types of wallets, we actually had more income coming out, which is really good. And seeing that people are withdrawing their assets from different, essentially, platforms and growing it essentially on SwissBorg. So thank you very much for this trust. It means a lot. CHSB and data, still a very good week. 318 premium users added, which is really good. Almost 200 million actually staked in the premiums. The mark-to-market, we lost 8%, unfortunately, and we've grown 500 roughly SwissBorg tokeners in the app, which is always a good, healthy sign, which brings us to the community index. And unfortunately, compared to last week, which was amazing, with all this debacle, FTX, all things are falling down. Overall, CHSB not doing too well. Volume, okay. App activity, slightly better. Social media, slightly better. CHSB token holders, a little bit increase, and invitations, unfortunately, not the biggest. I can understand people are maybe waiting this for a special moment, maybe to invite your best friends at Christmas or before Christmas, if there's like a big event happening in December. So with that said, still good results. Thank you very much. 5.9, which is not too bad. Borgers, another week, and we've shown that, after FTX, collapsed, there's been a lot of different other exchanges that are falling down. It's sad to see some of them that I actually really enjoyed myself talking to the founders, seeing that Genesis is in delicate situation right now. seeing that DCG Group has as well some implications through Genesis. I really hope that Genesis gets to raise this $1 billion and not collapse or not go for bankrupt. Because if they do go bankrupt, that will not help the space at all. I do hope that people realize that we are living very special times and that 2022 is almost finished. But we still have some more great juice. We have an extra 40 days to make this 2022 with a beautiful ending. Wouldn't that be something amazing? Where we went through this whole crazy 2022, and for whatever reason, in December, Santa Claus brings us all the presents that we need, or we just build this presents and we give it to Santa Claus that gives it to the rest of the world. I think so. We still have a lot of hope on SwissBorg. We know we've shown tremendously that we've bring trust at the highest level here. And as always, we won't stop until we reach the top. As always, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. It really, really matters for me to understand what's going through your minds right now. Are you guys bullish? Are you bearish? What do you like to see in the roadmap? How can we bring SwissBorg to the next, million, billion users in the planet? And as always, guys, be wealthy, be healthy, and love our CHSB. Take care, guys. Bye.
Through SwissBorg, all assets will have a fiat gateway. And here is the thing.
Premium features gives you zero fee trading.
It's an amazing fiat gateway.
For some, love is a strong feeling. What if you could send it from point A to point B? Zero borders, zero time, zero fees. For us, love is sending crypto. Just send it. Now with SmartSend. Engineered in Switzerland by SwissBorg.